Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm here with Sheriff Torgerson. Thank you so much for being with me out on this hot, beautiful day.
Oh, I love it. This is great to be out here on the patio. I've never been here before. This is fantastic.
Nice.
I love it.
We've had you in studio, but not out to the fancy patio.
Right. And then to follow Lemonade Day, what a better day to be here than that. I can't wait for it. It'll be fun.
I know we kept him around. We're like, can you please stay? Because we want lemonade. We want to hear more about that. Well, what would you like to talk about today? I know you've got some topics you've brought.
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of things going on as usual, but I guess the first thing I just wanted to mention, Rochester Fest is coming up, and it's such a great time of the year here in Rochester itself, but southeast Minnesota. And during that, the Law Enforcement Memorial Foundation, which is building a memorial across the street from Soldiers Field's Veterans Memorial, and we've been holding the Field of Flags at Soldiers Field Park for several years now. And we're right now in that mode of basically selling flags for people to honor anyone. It can be, obviously, it started with honoring the military and local heroes and things like that. But during the pandemic, the idea came that, our people who work in the hospitals and our convenience store workers, our truck drivers, all of those folks are amazing people that did amazing work during COVID when so many people were at home and or just shut down. We wanted to honor them, so we said anybody is a daily hero. So it still stands today. If you want to surprise someone at Rochester Fest time, you can go to our website and you can get a flag. It's $10 a flag, and surprise them. Walk down to Soldiers Field one night or day when you're going to go have lunch or dinner, and you can walk through the Field of Flags and surprise somebody with their flag in honor of the service that they do to our community.
Oh, that's a great idea. And like you said, think of all the doctors, the nurses. There was a million awful things in COVID, obviously, but some of the good that did come out of it is our appreciation for some of these other service industries that we really rely on.
Absolutely. You think of the highway workers, the people that are, even your favorite driver that takes you places, a taxi or Uber or Lyft or whatever it is. Just anybody that you feel has done a good service and works really well, really hard and should be appreciated. What a great way to just remember them. And it's not expensive. It fits everybody's budget in that sense, and just a great feeling and surprise that you could bring on them that day.
Yeah, a great surprise. And if you can't drag them down there, you could take a picture and post it on your Facebook and tag them however that they need to find out. Oh, that is wonderful. So the group that you're talking about, tell us what they do with some of those funds.
Well, the memorial, we're still raising money. It's at this point, we've spent almost $450,000 building the memorial. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. But we've also worked that out where we have to pay for the product, but we're getting a lot of in-kind work as far as the labor. So the construction work around here, as everybody knows, is out of this world with all the building that's going on. So we're kind of at liberty, at the mercy, in a sense, of when they're available. So it's taken a little longer than I think a lot of us, including me, have hoped for. But that's what it's going right towards, is helping to finish and build a memorial and then keep it beautiful for years to come, because our agreement with Park and Rec was that it would we would maintain it. Okay. We would sustain it. So
that's a big commitment.
It is. There's plants there that we're still got more to plant this fall and next spring. So it can be just a beautiful area. Not only remember the 41 officers and deputies and troopers throughout our southeast Minnesota area who died in line of duty. That's our main focus. But it's also going to be a really nice, reflective, and quiet area for Mayo Clinic visitors to come and sit and have a lunch and sit on a bench and just sit within this beautiful garden area that we're going to build there, and we are building. To just sit in a quiet space right in the middle of the city. So we're going to be covering two sides of something that I think are very important for our community.
Well, that's incredible, and I'm sure many, many volunteers involved in that, as there always is in those kinds of things. And just hats off to you, I guess, for doing all that work, and thank you for what you're doing in this community.
Thank you very much. It means a lot, and like when people say thank you to us, first responders and that, we appreciate that. We love that. But on the other end of it, I learned from a veteran several years ago that when people say thank you to me for those things, I always return that and say, well, you're worth it. And that's why we do that. It's because we know that everyone else is doing their part in our communities. It's only important for us to do the same thing. So everybody out there is worth it. Otherwise, why would we do it?
Yeah. Wow. That's really meaningful. Thank you so much for that. Sheriff Torgerson with us today out on the beautiful patio on Midwest Access. And coming up next, Nick will have your full weather forecast.
KTTC, your first alert.